Next up, we have the sixes, namely the sixes that are not part of the naturals. So that would be 6-2, 6-3, and 6-4. So let's begin with 6-2. In the old days, some players like to do this and slot the 5 point. That's a no-go. We don't want to give direct shots over here on your side of the board. It's simply too painful to get hit, and then you have to start all over with this checker. So we don't do that. Avoid giving direct shots over here. The best play is simply just to come out with a 6. We call this a split because we split the back checkers with the aim of making an advanced anchor like this. And then with the deuce, we can unstack the heavy midpoint and bring a builder down to the 11 point. This is a very useful checker because we can use it as a builder to make the 7 and the 5 point, or even the 9 point as well. So this is a nice and flexible and balanced way. You could also run all the way. It's just not quite as good. It's not quite as balanced. You don't get to unstack your midpoint. It's actually not that dangerous to be here to leave a double shot rather than go here to leave a single shot, because when you are on the bar point here on your opponent's 7 point, you have connection with your back checker, which means that if I want to hit you, let's say I roll 6-2 and I hit you with a 6 and I split with a 2, now you have a lot of shots to hit back here. You can roll a 6, except for double 6, like 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, 5, 6, because you can hit with a 6. Or you can roll a 7, that would be 5-2 or 4-3. So it's a lot of hitting shots. You're actually basically a coin flip whether you hit this checker or not. And if you do, then it's much worse for me because now I have to start all over with this checker. So the conclusion is that it's not dangerous to split out here to the bar point early in the game. So 6 and 2 should be played like this. Moving on, next up we have the 6-3. It's exactly the same argument. With 6-3, it becomes slightly better to run all the way compared to 6-2 because it's a little bit of a better running roll, one more pip and fewer shots, but it's still the best play to just unstack the midpoint and bring another builder down to develop your prime over here. Last up, 6-4. So 6-4 is actually interesting because compared to 6-3 and 6-2, running all the way with 6-4 is better because it's fewer shots. It's just 11 shots instead of 11 plus additionals. It's more pips, so it's more advantageous in a racing game. And the funny thing with 6-4 is that you have 3 moves that are equally good. You could either run all the way, or you can play it like you did with 6-2 and 6-3, which is to split to the bar point and bring a builder down to the 9 point. This is actually a great move because this builder here is very active. You can basically all of your rolls next roll except for 3-2 and 5-1 will make a key point over here in your prime. 5-1 is also good actually because you make this. So 6-4 played like this, also very good. Or you can play the most aggressive variation where you aim for a blitzing formation where you simply make the 2 point. Why is this not a clear play? Because with 3-1, 4-2 and 5-3 we were making inner board points. What's the problem here with 6-4? Well, look at all these gaps you have in your structure. And this is an important concept we're going to talk about later, namely to aim for a gapless structure. So there is a drawback to making this play. Nevertheless, it's still a good move. It's an inner board point. You have no blots in the position. A blot is a checker that's alone on the point. No blots, 10 pips moved, very safe. It's also a good play.